Any in-person questions first for us?
How do you, now that Draymond's back and they're full, I mean, how do you approach that? Because he brings so much.
Yeah, I mean, our approach will be the same as far as what we do. Obviously, he adds another layer to what they do defensively for sure. But people underestimate the offensive side and how he initiates and gets those guys shots, and he's constantly looking for those guys. So it adds another layer to what they're doing offensively, and obviously have to be prepared for that. Going back and looking at our first game, it was two totally different teams with the guys we had out and the guys they had out. So not a ton to take away from that, except for the fact we let them be too comfortable early. And, Curry had 16 first quarter, Wiggins had 18 in the second quarter. So we kind of grinded our way back into the game, but we were missing Al, Jalen, Grant, some guys with COVID situation. So not a ton to take away from that, but they're obviously gearing up for the playoffs, and Draymond coming back is a huge piece of that.
I know sometimes coaches don't want to like circle any dates or moments on the calendar. What would you say is like the significance of this road trip, of stepping into this game with all the momentum you guys have and they have? Do you see this as one of those times in the season that it's important for the team?
Yeah, I would say more so than that, the month of March we talked about from the get-go. We had a really good February, decent February. We could have been better, obviously, but March, the competition stepped up. The level of teams that we're playing against is kind of heightened, and so we've talked about having a really good March, and got off initially well with the 5 games. Felt like we didn't play our best against Dallas last game to lose that game by 3, and so this West Coast trip is important for 2 reasons: to continue March, and us heading to the playoffs and continue with the momentum we built, but also, a reminder of how different we are than when we came on the West Coast last time. We had a poor West Coast trip overall, and that's the message: just come out here and make it a different result from the first West Coast trip. So we did too.
Excuses for, I mean, I still think this, I know, we never asked you about top breaking all time, right? I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, longevity is the thing that stands out to me. His passion and energy for the game, and to do it that long at that high level is obviously very impressive. But he's went through a lot of different rosters and situations, and kind of always managed those and figured them out. And now he's with a team that's younger, and he's more teaching. And so the fact that he has the juice to do it after all these years is impressive. And so that longevity is the thing that stands out. Most guys probably burn out after a certain amount of time, and he's done it with one franchise. And so being around him all those years, and then this summer with the Olympics, you see the passion is still there, the teaching is still there, and so not surprised at what he's done. Yeah, his versatility. He's a young guy that has some upside, but Keelan, Malik, and all those guys have been great, and so it's just a matter of having some roster flexibility, and also being impressed with what he's done in his limited time. And a lot of that has to do with obviously practice time out there playing. And so young guy that fits in that wing mold that we like, that can guard and has some skills offensively. So guy we wanted to take a longer look at.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't bring Keelan back, correct? Okay, so now you have one open spot. Is there anything you can do with that over this season? That's something, I mean, I was stuck for next season, but do you feel that potentially?
Nobody that's playoff eligible, but take a longer look at somebody else. And so obviously signing Sam, Luke, and Nick, we have those guys in our house, but someone else just to take a look at end of season, and Keelan could be a possibility to come back. So it's just having that flexibility, having that spot open to see if there's anything out there that we like going forward.
Is Aaron on the trip?
Yes. Same. He's getting his work in, but it is some games away, so it's nothing that we are thinking is going to happen in the next few games. And it's just a matter of managing the swelling and pain tolerance, and so possibly the end of the trip, but too early to tell.
But forgive me if you've been asked this already. I got it a little late. Last time you guys played Golden State, you guys were essentially a different team. You were struggling. I think you were 14 and 15 on the season. You guys really turned it around. Clay wasn't playing for them. What do you see in them now, and how do you think you guys have evolved since that matchup months ago?
Yeah, I did just talk about that, and it's really two different teams. You know, them having their guys back and knowing the difference Draymond brings for them on both ends of the court. Us, you know, being out two starters and Grant at that time due to COVID situations, kind of when we got hit hard pretty, you know, early on. And so for us, the momentum we built, the consistency and the, you know, with our lineups and health wise, and then the areas we've really grown in are night and day from that early in the season. So we've been playing much better and want to continue that against some good quality teams, Golden State being the first.
How do you get your team to really buy in if the system committed to communicating on the defensive side of the ball?
You know, first thing we looked at was the personnel and what we saw as coaches that we could become due to our, you know, length and toughness on the wings and at the guard position, our versatility with our bigs. And I keep saying it, I've said it a number of times, health is the main thing that we saw what we could be when we were healthy and didn't have it for a while, and now getting those guys back. And so the buy-in was always there from day one. It was just a matter of kind of juggling rotations and lineups early on. And when we did have them, they were good. So they've all bought in, see the results, have bought into that defensive mindset. And that's kind of carried us on from there. Offensively is where we were a little behind, and we've caught up a lot since then as well.
Thank you, Coach.
Good. All right.